The growing inclination toward Islamic teachings is a clear sign of a major spiritual transformation in today's world. In an age dominated by materialism, technology, and worldly distractions, many people had drifted away from religion and lost their sense of spiritual purpose. This distance from faith led to increasing anxiety, restlessness, depression, and an inner emptiness. However, in recent years, a noticeable change has begun to emerge as people are once again returning toward the Holy Qur'an and Islamic teachings. This return is not ordinary, rather, it is a revival of hearts and a response to human nature seeking truth. In particular, the effort to understand Surah Al-Fatiha reflects that people are no longer satisfied with mere rituals. Instead, they want to understand the true message of religion. Surah Al-Fatiha is known as the essence of the Quran because it contains the core principles of faith within a few verses. It introduces humanity to the recognition of Allah, the purpose of worship, the need for guidance, and the reality of the hereafter. For this reason, Islamic centers, mosques, online platforms, and educational institutions around the world are giving special importance to its explanation and interpretation. Today's youth, in particular, are using social media to learn about religion. In the past, religious knowledge was mostly limited to books and seminaries, but now anyone can access Quranic explanations through mobile phones and online platforms. This is both a blessing and a responsibility. If used correctly, it can become a powerful source of guidance, but if misused, it can also lead to distraction. However, the positive aspect is that a large number of young people are now showing interest in the Quran and trying to understand its meaning. Surah Al-Fatiha is not just a recitation, it is a complete supplication and a comprehensive system of life. It begins by teaching humans to praise Allah because every blessing comes from Him alone. All praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all worlds, instills gratitude and humility in the human heart, reminding a person that everything he possesses is a gift from Allah. The attributes, Ar-Rahman, and Ar-Rahim, highlight Allah's immense mercy. This reminds human beings that Allah is not only just but also infinitely compassionate. It gives hope to sinners that no matter how many mistakes they have made, sincere repentance can bring Allah's forgiveness. This concept removes despair and replaces it with hope. Master of the Day of Judgment reminds humanity of accountability. It teaches that one day every person will stand before Allah and be answerable for their deeds. This belief creates responsibility and discourages wrongdoing. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help, is the declaration of pure monotheism. It establishes that worship belongs only to Allah and that all assistance must be sought from Him alone. This removes fear from hearts and frees a person from dependence on anything other than Allah. True peace is found here. Guide us to the straight path, expresses the greatest need of humanity, guidance. No matter how intelligent a person may be, he still needs divine direction. The straight path is the one that leads to Allah's pleasure and is followed by the prophets, the truthful, the martyrs, and the righteous. The mention of those who received Allah's blessings and those who went astray teaches an important lesson. Knowledge alone is not enough without action. A person must not only understand truth but also live by it. All these teachings together form a complete code of life. Many of the problems seen in today's world, such as anxiety, family disputes, social injustice, and moral decline, are the result of moving away from the Quran. When a person reconnects with Allah, he experiences a deep inner peace that cannot be found anywhere else. Surah Al-Fatiha repeatedly reminds human beings that they are servants of Allah and that true success lies in following His guidance. If a person understands and applies this surah in his life, it can transform his thinking, behavior, and entire existence. A fundamental principle of Islam is also to promote good and prevent evil. This is not only the responsibility of scholars but of every believer. If each individual promotes goodness in his surroundings, society as a whole can change. Honesty, justice, helping others, and respecting parents are virtues that strengthen communities, while lying, deception, envy, and oppression weaken them. In the modern world, many Islamic organizations, scholars, and young people are spreading this message through various platforms such as online lectures, mosque sermons, and social media campaigns. This shows a clear revival of religious awareness and moral concern in society. If this trend continues, a society built on peace, love, tolerance, and justice can be established. Ultimately, The message is that the Quran should not only be read but also understood and applied in daily life. True success lies in living according to its teachings. And whoever spreads this message of goodness to others not only benefits himself but also becomes a source of guidance for others, which becomes a continuous charity, Sadaqah Jariyah.